You can just go.
Well, guys, talk about a roller coaster of emotions. Obviously, we had done last night's stream, and we were about to leave the stream, and then we got the report that Zubimende is going to stay put and he's going to snub Liverpool Football Club. 24 hours later, we are told, and it has been reported by a number of reporters, that we don't have a plan B. We are not going to go for a defensive midfielder. Now that would be 2 or 3 seasons now where we haven't had a proper defensive midfielder. We haven't really sorted out that problem. And we're going to put it on the long finger. We're possibly not going to sign anyone in January because we'll be told that it's difficult to sign players in January. And we'll wait till next summer. So there is a bit of a common trend under the stewardship of FSG and transfer windows. We're constantly, putting issues on the pitch on the long finger to resolve. And my only concern and worry is that with the issues and the shortcomings of this transfer window, and they are shortcomings, if we bring in that goalkeeper, that Georgian goalkeeper, Mamiashvili, I think that is just not good enough. It just simply is not good enough. We don't need a goalkeeper as yet. We may do in the next season or whatever, but we have got to look at centre back, a left back possibly, and a defensive midfielder. Defensive midfielder is the most important. But there's the news of the fact that we're dealing with the fact that there is no plan B. We're being told that there's no plan B. The issue is that I'm not crying over losing out on a player. I wouldn't mind if we lost out on this player maybe 3 or 4 weeks ago. It's the fact that we have been fannying about over the transfer window when other people are doing business. And we can talk about the excuses. We can talk about, we just brought in a new head coach and we just brought in a new backroom staff and these things take time. There's been the Euros, there's been the Copa America. There have been clubs in the same position as us and not as many as excuses. So I don't buy that for 1 minute. They knew that Klopp was leaving back in November. They didn't get their shit together. It was only 2 or 3 weeks ago that they brought in the last coach. And to me, that is absolutely disgraceful. They are not giving Arne Slot, the start that he deserves. And I think he is a good coach, and I think he will be a good coach for us. But the problem that we are going to be faced with is on the shortcomings of this transfer window. It's him that's going to take the blame. There are going to be people on social media and they're going to be saying, we don't have Jurgen Klopp, so therefore we don't have the pull to attract these type of players. And that's utter bullshit. We're Liverpool Football Club, and Liverpool Football Club should be a big enough pull for any top world-class player to come and join. The issue that we have, the same issues we've had all this time, is FSG, their policies, and the negotiation skills. We haven't even got our own contracts for our own players sorted. 3 of our most important players, only the vice captain, the captain, and our leading goal scorer over the last 8 or 9 seasons. I mean, are you fucking kidding me? It's been an absolute shit show. An absolute shit show. And the fact that, we don't have a plan B, and now there's talks of us selling Diaz to Man City. I mean, does Richard Hughes really want to stay in this job? Does Edwards really want to stay in this job? If they're going to allow that happen, you cannot blame Arne Slot. Arne Slot is the head coach. He's nothing to do with contracts. He's nothing to do with transfer negotiations. He outlines the players he wants to keep. He outlines the players he wants. And then Richard Hughes and Edwards fuck it up. They're certainly fucking it up this season. If we sell Diaz to Man City, it's a cardinal sin. This is a club with 114 breaches of profit and sustainability or financial fair play or whatever, and God knows what else they're in breach of. This is a club that we're completely against, the state ownership and all of that. We're completely against how they do business, right? And we're going to sell a player to them. Like, where the fans have ambitions and expectations of this club. We want to be title contenders every year. We want to be going for silverware every year. We want to be up there, and we want silverware. We want the league. We don't want to be waiting another 30 fucking years for the next league. It's we have got to have high expectations of this club every year. And if these owners don't want that, if they want to continue to add to their portfolio, John, you can't take the money with you, mate. You're getting on a bit. If you want to add to your portfolio, then sell the club to people that actually care about football. Sell it to owners that actually care about football. A £4 or £5 billion club can't afford at least 30 million this window. At least. We haven't spent a penny. And we're to be all positive and to listen to the positive spin that you get from the main toe-the-liners, as I call them, the journalists, the YouTubers and the podcasters that toe the corporate line for the little perks and the little exclusives of the club. It's amazing how every single one of them say the same thing. There's no difference of opinion. And if you then come out with a different opinion, they attack you. And it's not, a friend of mine rang me up there today. He says, that's it. I'm not going to buy another Liverpool jersey. I'm not going to go to Anfield to another game until these owners leave. And I said to him, I understand how you feel about these owners. I feel the same way about these owners. But I am a Liverpool football fan, win, lose or draw. Doesn't matter who manages them. Doesn't matter who plays for them. I love this club. I love the city. I love the people in the city. I love everything about Liverpool. Everything. And I will always support Liverpool Football Club. But I can understand the frustration that fans are going through. And there's going to be a lot of egg on our face if we end up not only sorting out the defensive midfielder, not only sorting out, a centre-back or maybe a left-back, but then to get rid of Diaz and bring him to Man City, sell him off to Man City. It's crazy. It's absolutely crazy. That's my opinion, guys and girls. Whatever you think is up to yourselves. Give the video a thumbs up, give it a thumbs down. If you want to join into the fantasy football thing, AKM fantasy football, do so. You're not gonna be picking Zubamende anyway. But yeah, we'll wait and see what happens. We're Saturday is the kickoff for the Premier League. We've got 2 weeks left. Two weeks left to sign players. I don't know, guys. My prediction is we might sign this goalkeeper and that's it. And I don't think that's enough. And I don't think anyone should accept that. I really don't. I think people should be calling out these owners and calling out the policies that we've been using. And I said as soon as Klopp left, because Klopp has worked miracles, FSG would be found out again, because as far as I'm concerned, Klopp bought them time. Klopp was amazing. There won't be many managers or coaches that would deal with the restrictions and policies that FSG have under the club. That's all I got to say on it.